Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th Annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy.
Imagine just as up here, right here. La Yashala. With that, Imagim, which means to stand, Wapanya Hakwadam, which means turn and face the east, which is this way. We'll say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew and in the English. Repeat after what you hear. All right, I keep walking. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Wadash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahawa, Malakuka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawah, Hayah, Bashemayim, Thundernawa, Lakam, Paul, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawaknawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawaknawa, Wala'ah, Tabaya'ah now, Manasayawan, Abor, Hawashai Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahata'apara, La Awalamyam, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. Hakak, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashim Yahawashah. Babu Koshah. The thunder now. Hakak. Lava Pa'ah. Kal Makala. Wakal Madawa. Hakak. Latahar. Hamat Azariah. Hakak. Lahakwiyah. Hamathiyah. Hakak. Al-Rachawa. Hatama'ala. Lagarshan. Ba'ashim Yahawashah. The water Aman. And in the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahawashah. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'a.
Asha'a.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Haharyam.
Al-Haharyam.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'a.
Yaba'a.
Izaria.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Wa'aratiza.
Wa'aratiza.
Al-Yathan.
Al-Yathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shemorka.
Shemorka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'a.
La'a.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yashun.
Yashun.
Shawamor.
Shawamor.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamorka.
Shamorka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Yad.
Al-Yad.
Yumyanka.
Yumyanka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashemash.
Hashemash.
La'a.
La'a.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Where you rock.
Wayarah.
Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamorka.
Yashamorka.
Bakal Rai.
Bakal Rai.
Yashamor.
Yashamor.
Napashka.
Napashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamor.
Yashamor.
Taza'aka.
Taza'aka.
Wabawa'aka.
Wabawa'aka.
Ma'ita.
Ma'ita.
Wa'ai.
Wa'ai.
Awalam.
Awalam.
Aman.
Aman. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade.
Yahweh is thy shade
Upon thy right hand.
upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Yahweh shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth,
From this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al damaya laka.
Al-Damaya Laka.
Al tacharash.
Al-Tacharash.
Wa al tashakwat.
Wa-Al-Tashakwat.
Al
Al-Kayahana.
kayahana. Awayabyaka.
Awayabyaka.
Yahama yawan.
Yahama Yawan.
Wama shanayaka.
Wamashanayaka.
Nasha'awa.
Nasha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al aimaka.
Al-Aimaka.
Ya Irayamwa.
Ya-Arayamwa.
Sawad.
Sawad.
Wayata ya'ai tazawa.
Wayataya Tazawa.
Al tazapawanyaka.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakidam.
Wanakakida.
Magoya.
Magoya.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Shom Yasha'al.
Iwad.
Iwad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa'ai tazawa.
Nawa Tazawa.
Lab.
Lab.
Yahadwa.
Yahadwa.
Awyaka.
Awyaka.
Barya.
Barya.
Yakarakwa.
Yakarakwa.
Wahoya.
Ahoya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayashemai alayam.
Wayashema'aliyah.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagoyam.
Wahagari.
Gabor.
Gabor.
Wa'imawan.
Wa'aimawan.
Wa'imalak.
Wa'aimalak.
Halashah.
Halashah.
I'm Yeshabya.
I'm Yeshabya.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zawawai.
Zawawai.
Labanya Lawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha Laham.
Aisha Laham.
Kamadyan.
Kamadyan.
Kasaya Sabra'a.
Kasaya Sara'a.
Kayabyan.
Kayabyan.
Banachal.
Banachal.
Kwayashwan.
Kwayashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Ba'ayan Ga'ara.
Ba'ayan Ga'ara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La Adama.
La Adama.
Shayathamwa.
Shayathamwa.
Nadayamawa.
Nadayamawa.
Ka'ira.
Ka'ira.
Wakaza'aba.
Wakaza'aba.
Wakazabak.
Wakazabak.
Wakatazal Manai.
Wakazazal Manai.
How?
How?
Nasayakamwa.
Nasayakamwa.
Ashor.
Ashor.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Naya Rasha.
Naya Rasha.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Na'awa.
Na'awa.
Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shayathumwa,
Shayathumwa,
Kagalgala,
Kagalgala,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
La Panya Raka,
Lapanya Raka,
Kaash,
Kaash,
the Ba'ira Ya'ira,
Taba'ira Ya'ira,
Wakalahaba,
Wakalahaba,
Salahat,
Salahat,
Haryam,
Arya,
Khan,
Khan,
the Radatma,
Saradatma,
Basa Iraka,
Basa Irika,
Wabasa Wapaka,
Wabasa Wapaka,
Sabahalam,
Sabahalam,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Hanyaham,
Tanyaha,
Walawan,
Walawan,
Wayaba Kwashwa,
Wayabakwashwa,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahweh,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayaba Halwa,
Wayabahawa,
I Ya'ai,
Ayai,
Wayahaparwa,
Wayabahawa,
Waya Abadwa,
Waya Abadwa,
Waya Da'aiwa,
Waya Da'aiwa,
Haya,
Kaya,
Afa,
Aka,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahweh,
Labadka,
Labadka,
Al Yawan,
Al Yawan,
Al,
Al, Kal,
Rataza,
Ha'arataza,
Aman.
Aman. And in the English, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace. Hold not thy peace. And be not still, O Yahweh. And be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. Thine enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee. And they that hate thee. Have lifted up their head. Have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel. They have taken crafty counsel. Against thy people. Against thy people. And consulted. And consulted. Against thy hidden one. Against thy hidden one. They have said. They have said. Come, and let us cut them off. And let us cut them off from being a nation. From being a nation. That the name of Israel. That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. May be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together. For they have consulted together with one consent. With one consent. They are confederate against thee. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites. And the Ishmaelites. Of Moab. Of Moab. And the Hagarene. And the Hagarene. Gabal. Gabal. And Ammon. And Ammon. And Amalek. And Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre, Asher also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them, as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor, They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb. And like Zaire. Yea. All their princes. As Zabah. And as Zalmunna. Who said, let us take to ourselves. The houses of Yahweh. In possession. Oh my power. Make them like a wheel. As the stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth the wood. And as the flames set up the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. And make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. O Yahweh. Let them be confounded. And troubled forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high, over all the earth. So be it.
The blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shai. Wa Maya Ka'ala. Wa Alahayim. Ma Tazab Ya'ah. Alawat Yahana. Ha Alawakyam. Ha Saranyam. Ha Kwatazayanyam. Ha Chayayoyam. Wa Ha Akwakyam. Yahweh. Bahashim Yahweh Shai. The water Aman.
Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shai. And Michael. And the angel. Commanding General Yohana. The general. The captain. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it. Curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth,
And all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
And speak against us.
Thy prophets.
Thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose the treasure.
And shake loose the treasure
of the rich of Israel.
of the rich of
That
Israel.
refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nation.
And the nation.
Their drug dealers.
Their drug dealers.
Court system.
Court system.
Prison system.
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope. Islam.
Christianity.
Egyptology. Militia. Ku Klux Klan. Aryan Nation. Skinheads. Posse Comitatus. The LGBT movement. Workers of witchcraft. NASA space program. Army. Navy. Air Force. Marine. Wall Street. Open up the internet. And the airwaves. The cable access channel. And the radio channel. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your word throughout the planet earth. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the unalive. Let Yahweh Shah, Michael and Gabriel, come down with the flying saucer and punish all the heathen that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media. Through the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you always. So be it. Saw, which means to turn. Yeshabium, which means to be seated. Yeshabian for the sisters. Everybody go ahead and take a seat. All right. Yep. Credits. All right. So we in the Sabbath service. You understand? Most High in Christ. All right. This is what the Hebrew language class is for. Everybody learn the Hebrew, learn the language, your alphabet, your pronunciations, be able to learn the prayers, learn your language. So much of understanding, being in the truth and understanding the Bible is learning our language. That's a very important part of our heritage, our culture. Just recently in Virginia news, they had a group of graduates out in Fairfax County. They were Moabites, so-called Chinese. And one of the instructors of the Moabites, now mind you, he's a police officer and he's a part of the training academy for the police in Fairfax County in the United States of America. He issued graduation certificates to everybody who graduates. But to his people, he put their signatures in Chinese. When the Edomite, the chief Edomite that's in charge of the law enforcement of that graduation down there, when she found out that this Chinese man issued special signatures for his Chinese people as they graduated the same police academy that everyone else graduated, she said this is absolutely unacceptable and she can't understand why he did it. But the reason why he did it is that even though America brings everyone from all over the earth and tries to make it seem like everybody is one people and we all the same, that is an absolute lie in the real world.
That's right.
He put Chinese signatures for his Chinese people to do a graduation, and he full well knew that he didn't put Chinese signatures for anybody else's graduation certificates. Nobody gets rid of their people, their God, their identity, and their culture. Nobody does that in real life.
Right.
The only people that have been made to believe that that is what's supposed to be done here in America or anywhere else is these 12 tribes, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So remember that as you're learning the Hebrew, as you're learning your language, learning your identities, you understand, these other nations of people mean absolutely nothing to the Most High. Right. And you mean absolutely everything to the Most High. That's right. You understand? That's right. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to Exodus chapter 24. We're going to start in Exodus, the 24th chapter. We're going to start in the Hebrew, and then we're going to read in the English. Let's see how long. We can get through 18. Oh, we can do this whole 18. All right. You want to start? Let me start.
Come on, sir.
I'll take it. Hebrew section. All right. So we're going to start Exodus chapter 24, and we're going to start in verse 1. This is very important and essential to our heritage. This is how we became a nation. You understand? So we're going to read Exodus chapter 24 and verse 1. If you're following along, you can go to Blue Letter and read it in the Hebrew. If you got the Blue Letter, you can you go to blueletter.org. Their app is not very good, but you can go there. I can give y'all a better app to download as well after the class if y'all need one. It's got the Hebrew and the English. So Exodus chapter 24 and verse 1. Wa'al, Mashar, Amar, Ilah, Al, Yahweh, Atha, Wa'aharan, Aaron, okay, Nadab, Wa'ab Yahweh, Washabayaya, Washabayam, Mazakwanya, Yasha'ala, Wahashathak, Wayakthum, Marakwak. Verse 2. Wanagash, Masha, Labadwa, Al, Yahweh, Waham, La'ah, Yagashwa, Waha'aim, La'ah, Ya'alwa, Aimawa. Verse 3. Wayaba'a, Masha, Wasapak, Wasapar, La'aim, Af, Kal, Dabarya, Yahweh, Wa'af, Kal, Hamashapat Yam, Waya'ain, Kal, Ha'aim, Wall, Achad, Amarwa, Kal, Hadabaryam, Ashar, Dabar, Yahweh, Na'isha. Verse 4. Wayakathab, Masha, Kal, Dabarya, Yahweh, Wayashakam, Babakwar, Wayabun, Mazabak, Sakaf, Hahar, Washafyam, Aishara, Matazabah, Lashanyam, Aishar, Shabathya, Yasha'ala. Verse 5. Wayashalak, Atha, Na'iraya, Banya, Yasha'ala, Waya'alwa, Ilaf, Wayazabakwa, Zabakyam, Shalom Yom, the peace offerings. La Yahweh, Par Yom, verse 6. Wayakwak, Mashal, Khatazayah, Hadam, Wayasham, Ba'aganaf, Wakatazayah, Hadam, Zarak, Al, Hamazabak, verse 7. Wayakwak, Sapar, Habar Yah, the covenant. Wayakwara'ah, Ba'azanya, Ha'ain, Amarwa, Kal, Ashar, Dabar, Yahweh, Na'isha, Wanashemai. All right. All right. So that's 30. All right. So that's Exodus chapter 24 and verse 1 through 7. All right. What's the English?
Exodus chapter 24, verse 1 in the English. And he said unto Moses, come up unto the Most High, thou and Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel, and worship ye afar off.
So he's getting instructions. This is where the covenant begins officially. All right. Everybody knows Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The Lord promised the covenant to Abraham, told him to leave his land in Chaldea, said, in your son, I'm going to bless your sons and pass down a covenant. That was sent to Abraham, then passed to Isaac and Jacob's sons, which now at this time we are a full nation with the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Now this is the covenant that the Lord is officially making now that we are a full nation and not just 70 people in a big family. All right. We are now millions of us in many families of one nation. All right. So this is where it starts. So keep going.
Verse 2. And Moses alone shall come near the Most High.
Moses alone. There is no equality in the Bible. Equality does not exist. That's a myth. It does not exist. The Lord called Moses, and then he called everybody else, and he told everybody else, y'all stand over here. Moses, you come here. Very important to understand about the Bible that the Christian church does not teach. That equality, personal salvation, personal relationship with God, everybody's an individual special snowflake. That is one of the most damaging things we have as a people that the other races and nations of people do not have. That's why they all rule over us. You understand? The Lord is giving Moses instructions, and Moses is going to tell everybody what to do because that's who the Lord put in charge. All right, so keep going.
Come. But they shall not come nigh.
Make sure you tell them. Remember, every time you see the words if, and, or but in the Bible, those are some of the most important words you'll see in the entire scripture. Make sure you tell them, don't come over here. You understand? Keep going.
Neither shall the people go up with him.
Don't let them come up here. Now remind you, this is the Lord. The Lord made us a nation. He created us. He gave us our identity. He delivered us from Egypt. But the Lord is giving very specific instructions. And a very important part about being in the truth is learning who God actually is versus who we've been taught about the God of the Bible, which are two completely different people. And the Lord is going to explain why he said, don't let nobody else come up here. You understand? Mind you, the Lord told everybody to be here, but he's going to give instructions. That's why orders and instructions are life and death important. You understand? Keep going.
Sir. Verse 3. And Moses came and told the people all the words of the Most High.
And who came?
Moses came and told the people all the words of the Most High.
The people don't know what the Most High said. The Lord told Moses, and the only way that the people know what the Lord said is Moses told them. They don't have individual relationships with God. You understand? Keep going.
Come. and all the judgments,
and all the judgments, which specifically a judgment is a punishment for breaking the laws that the Lord was telling us that he laid down. These are the terms of the covenant. As he made us a special people above everyone else that he made, he laid out the details of the covenant. All of the agreements, all the laws, statutes, and commandments, our dietary laws, our agricultural laws, our high holy days, everything he's laying out here to see if we will agree to these terms or not.
Right.
Keep going.
Come. And all the people answered with one voice.
Everybody responded. Go ahead.
And said, all the words which the Most High have said, will we do.
Everything the Lord commanded, we're going to do. All right. We agreed to the contract. All right. Keep going.
Verse 4. And Moses wrote all the words of the Most High, and rose up early in the morning.
He got up early in the morning because it's a lot for him to write. Remember, we got over 600 laws, statutes, and commandments. Like Moses is writing these things out. Keep going.
And builded an altar under the hill.
He built an altar under the hill, down at the bottom of the hill. That's one thing that we did. It might be overstated just because it's a simple word that's in the Bible. In our language, one word means about 20, 30 different things. As y'all gonna find out once y'all get y'all names. You understand? But we were master architects. The things and great structures that you see throughout what they call the old world, if you go down to Central and South America, all those stones, all that architectural work done in Egypt, we built those things.
That's right.
The same Latinos on the construction sites, we built all of that. All of these pyramids and plantations in America, all these buildings and things, slaves built all of this.
That's right.
Gadites had, they made it seem like all the Native Americans were living in teepees. Those were Indians that lived in the plains.
Right.
Everybody on the East Coast wasn't living in no teepee. They had long houses, which is what the white man calls log cabins. White people was living in shacks with goats, with chicken and rats running through their house, all in Europe and filthy as can be. Gadites were living in log cabins, big houses with roofs and stone and wood that they just try to say, everybody's just running around, just naked and just living in the woods like a damn bear or something, which is an absolute lie. But Moses was able to build 12 pillars and an altar. Christ himself was a carpenter. A carpenter is someone who works with wood. There's about every piece of furniture in your house, from the bed rail frames to your door to the floorboards to what's behind the walls. If you don't have it laid in with brick, to your sofas, all of that stuff is wood inside of there. The tables, that's what a carpenter, you understand? That's what he did. All right. So keep going.
And 12 pillars according to the 12 tribes of Israel.
So this is the covenant here. This is just getting started. These are instructions. We will keep going.
Verse 5. And he sent young men of the children of Israel.
Of who?
Young men of the children of Israel.
You'll see the children of Israel so many times because these are the only people that the Bible is talking about. All the years of going to church, all the years of hearing preachers, at almost no point in time did they ever mention that everything was about the children of Israel.
Right.
Like almost never. Especially to find out who the actual children of Israel are. They did never say that.
Right. Okay.
So keep going.
Which offered burnt offerings and sacrificed peace offerings of oxen unto the Most High.
Right. We did sacrifices as the Lord required. Keep going.
Verse 6. And Moses took half of the blood.
The blood from the animals that were slaughtered. That's why we have the lamb slaughter. You understand? The annual Passover lamb slaughter, that's going to be coming up in a couple of weeks before the Passover. This was a part of our custom as a people.
Right.
We raised cattle. We did agriculture. We raised crops. We were architects, masters, stonemasons, carpenters. The skill that we had just within our one nation alone was so valuable. That's why when the oppressor came to the west coast of Africa, it was very easy to tell who is over there covered in elephant feces, sticking their head up in elephants behind, and who built a city. of stone and mud and gold.
Right.
It was extremely easy to tell the difference between us and the Africans,
Right.
which is another lie that the Christian church and no one who teaches history wants to clear up, that we've been saying since the 60s because it's written, recorded in the Bible.
Right.
So the animals get slaughtered, the bulls get slaughtered, they take some of the blood from those, take half the blood, keep going from half the blood,
and half the blood, and he sprinkled on the altar.
take it back and put it in basins.
And put it in basins.
So he's taking the blood as you slaughter the cow, and the blood goes into a basin. It was a specific type of cow, a perfect, without blemish. You understand that their blood was put into a basin because our covenant was made in blood. The first one. The second one, which is the last blood that the Lord will accept, was Christ in his own blood. You understand? That's why there are no more blood or animal sacrifices, because that was the last one that the Lord was going to accept. So keep going.
And half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar.
And the other half of the blood, some of it is in the basins that collect the blood as you slaughter the animal in the altar. The rest of it, he takes the blood and sprinkles it on the altar. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 7. And he took the book of the covenant.
The book of the covenant, that's the way he just went over these laws, statutes, and commandments. The Lord told Moses to write. He take the book of the covenant, keep going.
And read in the audience of the people.
This is exactly what's going on right now. It's being read in the audience of the people. Keep going.
And they said,
and all of our forefathers said, all of us said, the last time you died many, many years ago, we were all here at the same time doing this when we left Egypt, and we're here under the exact same covenant that we agreed to thousands of years ago in the previous life. Keep going.
All that the Most High have said, will we do.
Everything the Lord said, we're going to do it. All right?
And be obedient.
And we're going to obey exactly what the Most High said to do. All right? So keep going. Now we're going to do it. That's the end of 1 and 7. So now we're going to read 8 to 15. In the Hebrew, we're going to continue Exodus 24 and verse 8. Yeah, you got it.
Look, Exodus chapter 24, verse 8. Wayakwak Mashah Al Hadam, Wayarak Al Ha'ain, Wayamar Hana Dam, Habaria, Habarayah, the Shah, Karat, Yahweh, I'm Kam, Al Kal, Hadabarium, Ha'ala.
Go on a little bit. Just a little bit.
Verse 9. Wa'al, Mashah, Wa'aharad, Nadab, Wa'aba Yahawah, Wa'yashabayim, Mazakwan, it's like it, Mazakwanya, Yasha'ala. Verse 10. Wa'yara'awa, Alaya, Yasha'ala, Wathachah, Ragalyawa, it's like it, Kama Aisha, Labanah, Hasapar, it's like it, Hasapayar, Waka'itizm, Hashamyam, Latahar. Verse 11. Wa'al, it's like it, Atazayalya, Banya, Yasha'ala, La'a, Shalak, Yadwa, Waya Chazar, it's like Waya Chazwa, Ha'alahayim, Waya Akalwa, Waya Shafwa. Verse 12, Waya Amar, Yahweh Al, Mashah, Ayla, Alya, Hahara, Wahaya, Sham, Wa'athanha, Laka, Lacha, Ha'aba, it's like Ha'aban, Wahathawara, Wahamazawa, Ashar, Kathabath, it's like Kathabathya, La Hawartham. Verse 13, Wayaquam, Mashah, Wayahawashai, Masharafwa, wa Ya'al, Mashar, Al, Har, Ha'alahayo. Verse 14. Wa all Hazaquanyam, Amor, Shabwa, Lanawa, Bazar, Aid, Ashar, Nashawab, Alahayakam, Wahana, Aharan, Wakawar, I'm Kam, Maya, Baal, Dabaryam, Yagash, Alham. That's it, sir. That's 15. Read verse 15 as well.
Was it 7?
Yeah, we ended 15. Okay, come on, sir.
All right. So incredible. All right. So now we can take from the English.
Come on, sir.
Exodus chapter 24 and verse 8.
Come on, sir. And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people.
So now the blood, and when we left off, the blood from the cattle that was slain, it goes into a basin. The basin is at the bottom of the altar. It catches the blood after you slit the animal's throat to get the blood. That blood is sprinkled on the altar. Moses has the book of the law in his hand. Everybody agrees. The rest of the blood is sprinkled on the whole nation is there. Everybody agrees. The rest of the blood is sprinkled on everybody. It's sprinkled into the crowd, on the nation, mind you. Now this is going. Covenant is now sealed. Keep going.
And said, behold, the blood of the covenant.
The blood of the covenant. This blood, the covenant was made in blood. Keep going.
Which the Most High have made with you concerning all these words.
The Lord made this covenant only with the children of Israel. That's it. Nobody else. There's no covenant made with the white man, the Arabs, the Asians, the East Indians, the Africans, the Polynesians, the Eskimos. There's no covenant. The God of this Bible don't have nothing to do with any other race of people. The only people that this covenant is for is who it was just made with there. Now, we want to hold that. It is important to go over this. We want to go to Psalms chapter 50, should be 5. 50 and verse 5. All right. It's important to understand this. We went over this in the scripture breakdown class, but this is how we got the covenant with the Most High. This is when it was made. The Lord had been building up to it. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, building family, building the nation. We got a reputation now coming out of Egypt. Now we are a full-fledged nation, separate, standing on our own with our own reputation. And now the Most High gives us the covenant. We are fully a people established in the earth now. All right. So read Psalms chapter 50 and verse 5.
Psalms 50, verse 5. Gather my saints together unto me.
Gather my saints together unto me. Who knows what a saint is? You want to give it a shot? Raise your hand. Sit down now.
The prophet, the priest and prophet.
That's not wrong, but it's more than that. That's not wrong, but it's more. Anybody else want to give it a shot? Anybody else want to give it a shot before I call on one of y'all? Sister Alna, go ahead.
Is it the ones in Israel that's following the laws?
It's simpler than that. I'm gonna have him read the rest of it, and then it's gonna make sense because it's what we just read. Go ahead, keep going.
Those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice.
Those that made a covenant by sacrifice. Where is the covenant that was made by sacrifice? Go ahead.
In Exodus 24, sir.
All right. Yes, that is exactly what we just read. That was the covenant made by sacrifice. So, I'm going to ask the question again. Who are the saints?
12 tribes of
There's
Israel.
your answer. There's your answer.
Like it.
There you go. There you go. Go ahead.
12 tribes of Israel.
Absolutely. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's correct. So now, I'm going to go one more place. Now, without understanding who a saint is, when you go into the New Testament, it would seem like we're talking about something else. You don't know who a saint is.
Right.
So a saint is just whoever comes to church that just believes in God, believes in Jesus. That's who a saint is, according to the Christian church. That's why the Bible is not a graphic novel. It is line upon line, precept upon precept. What you just got was the precepts to prove who or what a saint is according to the Bible. Psalms 50 and 5, Exodus 24, 7 and 8 we just read, with the blood of the covenant being sprinkled on the altar and the people. That was the elders and the nation of Israel. That's who the saints are. So when you go to Acts chapter 9 and verse 13, it says, Ananias answered, Lord, I have heard by many of this man, how much evil he hath done to thy saints at Jerusalem. Who is this talking about? The Israelites. When you go through the rest of the New Testament, you hear the word saints and saints, Romans 1 and 7. To all that be in Rome, beloved of the Most High. The only people the Most High loves are the children of Israel. Called to be saints. What is a saint? It is an Israelite. And you go through the rest of Romans. Everywhere you see the word saint, saints, you understand? It's not talking about statues of white men in the Vatican. It's not talking about Sister Mother Teresa, Sister Mary Clarence. It's only talking about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. 1 Corinthians 1 and 2. Unto the church of the Most High. The word church, which means school, or Bayav Saparia, house of books, studying on knowledge. To them that are sanctified in Yahweh Shah Mashiach, or Jesus Christ, which you would read in the English, called to be saints. Who are the saints? Israelites. You go all throughout 1 Corinthians, it's saying saints, but without knowing who or what a saint is, nobody knows what it is. Ephesians 1 and 18, the inheritance of the saints. 2 and 19, fellow citizens with the saints. All of this is about giving Israelites who were not in our homeland because we're in slavery or captivity. All of this is about bringing every one of us back to being a nation together again. That's all it's about. It don't have anything to do with any other nation of people. The covenant didn't start for them. The new one that Christ made was only because of the other one. And it says to them that were under the first covenant, that's who Christ came and made the new covenant or the New Testament for. It has nothing to do with any other nation of people. And it's important to point that out because now you not only know, but you can prove who the saints are. That's the purpose of going over this here. All right. So keep going where you're reading from.
Verse 6, sir, and 50. Or we'll go back to Exodus 24.
No. Go back to Exodus 24.
Come on.
We done with that.
Exodus chapter 24. I believe we was on verse 15.
8.
So we was on, I think we're on our way to 9.
Okay.
Then went up Moses and Aaron and Nadab and Abihu and 70 of the elders of Israel.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. And they saw the God of Israel.
They saw the power of Israel. They saw the power of Israel. When it says the capital G-O-D, it's referring to powers. Depending on what it is in the Hebrew, that's why learning the Hebrew is very important. G-O-D can refer to the angels, can refer to the authority, can refer to the Most High's power. That's why in the Hebrew, when you read it, it might say Allahayah or Allahayim, which is the angels or the powers or the authorities that the Most High gave. Adam's sons were called gods, lowercase G-O-D-S, because they did the service and the will of the Most High, but they were supposed to, and then they didn't, and then the Lord flooded the earth and killed everybody but 8 people because they didn't. So Adam was called the son of God or God's son in Luke the 3rd chapter, because being God's son didn't mean God had sex with your mother. It meant you obeyed the Most High and did exactly what he wanted. That's all throughout the Bible. That's not something that's unique to Christ specifically. You understand? He called the only begotten son because he's the one son that did everything perfectly. You understand? That's why the Lord called him the only begotten son. All right. So keep going.
And there was under his feet, as it were, a paved work of a sapphire stone, and as it were, the body of heaven in his clearness.
Like it was sapphire stone, precious stone it's paved. Like you walk on the sidewalk or the street is paved. It's a sapphire stone. They're looking at this and seeing the glory of the Most High. That's what it says. They saw the power of Israel. You understand? Every other nation has something to symbolize their power. The Arabs go circle that rock in Mecca. They got to kiss the rock. People get trampled on, knocked over, passing out. That's their God. The East Indians got statues and elephants and deformed pictures and creatures and bulls, everything else. That's theirs. The Egyptians worship the beetle and the cat and all kinds of stuff. That's their power. Well, the Lord showed us his power. You understand? We just were not supposed to make a graven image to look up to it and honor it, which is what all the other nations did because their gods aren't real. You understand? So keep going.
Verse 11. And upon the nobles of the children of Israel, he laid not his hand.
He didn't touch anybody. Keep going.
Also, they saw God and did eat and drink.
They saw the power. They ate and drank. Keep going.
Verse 12. And the Most High said unto Moses, came up to me. Come up to me into the mount.
Now come up to me into the mount. Who knows what that means? What that's talking about? Got an idea. All right. It said, come up to me into the mountain. Meaning into the mountain, come up here. Now mind you, the Lord is already talking and speaking to Moses. This is one of the most terrifying scenes you'll ever see in your life. The Lord came down on this mountain with earthquakes and smokes and lightning, thundering. The ground is shaking. There's damn near volcanic eruption. The mountain is on fire. There's a voice coming from the mountain, and there's a trumpet that's blowing that just keeps getting louder and louder and louder and louder. You understand? Something straight out of the Outer Limits, the Twilight Zone. This is terrifying. This is not anything that makes you sing or dance and sodomites on the choir, twirling around and hitting their favorite notes. That's not what this is here. Like, this is absolutely terrifying, which is why when the Lord came to talk to the entire nation at once, they said, just talk to Moses and we will listen to him, because everyone was scared to death. You understand? So he's telling Moses to come up into the mountain. It's going to get, it should say, and the cloud went up in the mountain. Not yet. Okay, keep going.
And be there, and I will give thee tables of stone.
He's going to give tables of stone. Keep going.
And a law.
And a law. This is the 10 commandments that most people know about, the 10. We have over 600 law, statutes, and commandments, but he is going to physically give Moses 10 that are on stone for him to carry. We have a full book of 600 already that he's going over right now. He's going to give Moses 10 so that all the people can see these tables of stone. You understand? So keep going.
And commandments.
And commandments. Go ahead.
Which I have written.
Who wrote it?
I have written.
Who wrote it?
Which I have written.
The Lord told Moses what to write. for everything that happened from Genesis all the way until you get to his death at the end of Deuteronomy. That's why in here in a second it's going to tell you, he's telling Joshua, prepare that young boy to take over, because you ain't going to be here forever. You understand?
Okay.
After he dies, Joshua takes over.
Right.
Now, these 10 commandments that's written on these 2 stones, the Lord wrote that himself with his finger. It tells you later on, I think in Psalm somewhere it says, written with the finger of God. Look up the finger of God, Nataza. Look up that scripture, Brother Bishop. All right. So keep going.
That thou mayest teach them.
That you're going to teach them. I'm giving you these 10. You already have this full law because he already read the full book of the law before we agreed to the terms. What we're reading is the terms that we agreed to. Everything from Deuteronomy, all throughout these laws, this is what he read, this is what we agreed to. All right? The 10 is so everybody can see these things that the Most High gave us. So keep going.
Verse 13. And Moses rose up, and his minister Joshua.
His what?
His minister Joshua.
His minister Joshua. Who knows what the word minister means? Who knows what minister means in the Bible? Anybody know what a minister is? It's very simple. Go ahead.
Would be like a teacher.
Nope. The minister's not doing the teaching. Moses is doing the teaching. The minister, his job is something different. Who knows what the minister is? Everybody know what the minister is? Nobody? It's very simple. The minister, you had something you want to give it a shot? I saw you start to say something. A couple of y'all. No sweat. No sweat. The minister is, the word minister just means servant. It's very simple. That's all it means. It doesn't mean anyone who teaches. It doesn't, like the Christian church say, ordained minister. That's not what a minister is. A minister is just your helper. That's it. That's all it is. Moses went up and his minister Joshua. Keep going.
And Moses went up into the mount of God.
He went up into the mount. Keep going.
Verse 14. And he said unto the elders.
He said to everybody else over there. Keep going.
Tarry ye here for us.
That means wait right here for us.
Until we come again unto you.
Until we get back, y'all stay right here. Keep going.
And behold,
all right,
Aaron and Hur are with you.
Aaron and Hur, I believe Hur is Har. The brother's name in English, it looks simple. Hur, you understand? Doesn't seem like much. But in our language, the brother's name is Har. You know what Har means? Who knows what Har is? Anybody know what Har is? Zaza?
A hill or a mountain?
It's a mountain. The brother's name was Mountain. You understand? That's his name. Mountain. He called his brother Mountain.
Right.
You understand? Here it just looked like Her. You understand? Right. But you got Aaron and some nigga named Mountain. You understand? Stay here. Don't go anywhere. Aaron is here. Brother Mountain is here. Don't nobody go nowhere till we get back. And then he went up. Keep going.
If any man have any matters to do.
If any man have any matters, if anyone needs something. That's why it's important to have someone in charge. A huge percentage of the problems that we have as a nation is everyone is in charge of themselves. So if you need something, you are on your own. If you have a nation where someone is in charge, if you need something, there's someone who's in charge of everything that can distribute and get the resources and find out where whatever is needed and get it sent there. That's what a nation does. That's why it said in the New Testament, as distributed as the saints have need. If nobody's in charge, everybody got to go get it for themselves.
Right.
You understand? Keep going.
Let him come unto them.
If anybody needs something, go to Aaron or Har. Why? Because if you needed something before, who are you going to go to? Moses. Moses is busy talking to the Most High. Now, somebody got to be left in charge. Go to Aaron, go to Har till I get back. Very simple. Keep going.
That's it, sir. The rest is in Hebrew.
All right, go ahead and knock out these last few.
Come on, sir.
So we can get to the end.
Verse 15 in the Hebrew. Waya'al, Mashah, al, Hahar. Waya'al.
Just like one second. If anybody has any questions, y'all can ask a question as well, too. You understand? Any questions about, you had questions?
So Moses actually seen the Most High?
Moses is saying the Most High came down on the mountain, not him physically. His presence, his glory, his representation is there. Moses, the mountain, the Most High is there. He's talking through the mountain. The people are scared to death. They don't want to hear him talking through the mountain. They said, talk to Moses. The Lord is speaking to Moses. The Lord is telling Moses to go up the mountain. Above the mountain is the cloud. That's in the previous chapter. The cloud is what we call a chariot or a UFO. Right. You understand? So when it's saying Moses is going up into the mountain, he's not just walking up the mountain. He's going into this spaceship to get specific instructions from the Most High. That's why he keeps saying, listen, y'all wait here. Don't come up here. Don't touch this mountain. Make sure the people stay back. Anybody need anything, Aaron are in charge. You go to them. We going back. Right. We going to be back and when we get back. You understand? But that's what's happening. He did not see the face of the Most High, literally. He did not see his face. But the glory of the Most High is there on this mountain before the entire nation because he's making this covenant with the entire nation. That's what we just read. That's what's happening early in the chapter. He's giving specific instructions to Moses. The people already have instructions. He's giving them some more. All right, so keep going.
Sir.
Oh, one more thing, Salakia. This is telling you what happened. The first 5 books is a part of what's going on. This is the backstory for what's happening. Mind you, these are black people telling this story. Black people don't tell the story 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how white people talk and communicate. We don't communicate like this. Oh, let me tell you what happened. We was going to the store. We was about to do this and this and that. And guess who I saw? Remember I told you last week, the person I was talking to, when I was talking to them, and they mentioned the thing that Grandma did. Remember last year we went with Grandma and she made that pie, and then Brother New Ridge, she made that macaroni and cheese that wasn't good that we told her not to bring again. That's how we tell stories. We don't tell stories 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not our spirit. That's how our oppressors operate. You understand? That's why the Bible is magical fairy tales and naked babies with wings and talking snakes and magical apples. Right. Because it's not for them. It's not from them. It's not about them. All right, but keep going.
Verse 15 in the Hebrew. Waya'al, Mashah, al, Hahar, Wayakam, ha'anan, Hahar. Verse 16. Wayashakan, Kabawar, Karbawad, Yahawa al, Har, Sayanya, Wayakasawa, Ha'ain. It's like Ha'ainan, Shasha, Yam Yam, Wayakara'a, it's like Wayakara'a, Al, Mashah, by Yawam, Hashanayaya, Mathawak, it's like a Mathawaka, Ha'ainan. Verse 17, Wamara'a, Kabawad, Yahawah, Ka'ash, Akala, Bara'ash, Hahar, La Ayan, Ayanya, it's like La Ayanya, Banya, Yasha'ala. Verse 18, Wayaba'a, Mashah, Bathawak, Ha'ainan, Waya'al, Al, Hahar, Wayahaya, Mashah, Bahar, Arabayim, Yawam, Wa Arabayim, it's like Wa Arabayim, La Yala.
All right, so let's go and finish that and go ahead and read that in English.
Verse 15, and Moses went up into the mount and a cloud covered the mount.
Right. Moses again is saying Moses is going up into the mountain. Those are two different words. Remember, every word you read in the Bible is important. It's not there for no reason. He's going up first because it's a mountain. The word har means mountain. The word har also means hill or big hill. Like Gadol means great or big. Gadol har means great mountain.
Right.
All right. So he's going up. He's already going up because it's a mountain. But he's going up inside of something. That's why it says up into in English. When you read it in Hebrew, it's more words than it means in our language. But in English, it can get kind of confusing because it's not our language. So he's going up into the mountain, and now they're talking about the cloud. Why is it talking about this cloud? Because he's going up into the mountain. The cloud is sitting on the mountain. Moses is going in the cloud, up in the mountain.
Right.
You understand? He's going in the chariot. He's not just sitting at the top of the mountain. You understand? But in English, it doesn't say that. Keep going.
And the glory of the Most High abode upon Mount Sinai.
It stayed on Mount Sinai because that's what the chariot is. The chariot is covering the mountain. You understand? Keep going.
And the cloud covered it 6 days.
That ain't no cloud. No one cloud sitting in the same spot for 6 days.
Come on.
Clouds moving all day. This ain't no cloud here. You understand? Meaning, keep going.
And the 7th day he called unto Moses out of the midst of the cloud.
He's talking to Moses out of the cloud. There's a voice coming from the cloud. This is terrifying. You understand? This is absolutely terrifying. Panic attack, pass out, seizure, stroke, terrifying. You understand? Keep going.
And the sight of the glory of the Most High.
Now, when they're seeing this glory of the Most High, this is how it's being described. Keep going.
Was like devouring fire, it's like fire, on the top of the mount in the eyes of the children of Israel.
Like they're looking at the glory of the Most High. They have this gigantic cloud that's been there for 6 days. We know Moses is up there because we've seen him walk up there. Everybody looking at this mountain. Nobody touching this mountain. Whatever touches this mountain is going to die.
Right.
So everybody know Moses went up there. They seen it. Everybody know this cloud has been there for 6 days and they ain't seen Moses in 6 days. They hear voices coming from this gigantic cloud that covers an entire mountain. Mountains are huge. This cloud is bigger than that mountain. And when they look at the top of this mountain, what they're seeing is the mountain is absolutely on fire.
Right.
But it's not burning up. You understand? It's on fire, just like the burning bush that the Most High was talking to Moses those 40 days in the wilderness. The bush didn't burn up, but it was on fire. This is what they saw. Keep going.
And Moses went into the midst of the cloud.
In the midst of the cloud. There we go again. There's this gigantic cloud that's here for 6 days. He at the top of the mountain. The mountain is on fire. His voice is coming from the cloud. Moses is going into the cloud. Where's the cloud? The cloud is in the air above this gigantic mountain. Moses is going into this cloud up here above the mountain. You understand? This is, you understand, some extraterrestrial UFO stuff that's going on here. You understand? That's what's in the Bible. Keep going.
And got him up into the mountain.
That's what it's saying. He's going up somewhere. He ain't just on top of the mountain. He's up inside of something. That's why it says got him up into. Remember, all those words are important. Keep going.
And Moses was in the mount 40 days and 40 nights.
40 days and 40 nights. You understand? Like, they're terrified. You're in the wilderness. This mountain is on fire. It's staying on fire. There's a huge cloud above it. The cloud got voices coming from it. Like this is absolutely terrifying. Moses been there 40 days, 40 nights. Of course, while Moses is up there, The very next chapter, you would think after seeing all of this, you're like, okay, we the people of the Lord. We're going to do whatever he said to do. We're going to obey him. Not our people, not us. The very next chapter, they're at the bottom of the mountain, betraying the Most High, getting ready to go back to Egypt and apologize to Pharaoh after the Lord just killed all the firstborn of the Egyptians and gave us all the Egyptians' wealth and money. We got deported from Egypt and left with all of their wealth. And our ears and our necks and our bags around. Our kids was carrying their gold and jewelry. Right. Everything they had that was of value, we left with it so that they could get us out of their country. Because our God had just wiped out all of theirs and most of their family. Right. You understand? Okay. And several chapters later, forgot all about it, betrayed the Most High, and headed right back to Egypt. That's the children of Israel. Right. You understand? That's our people. All right. So, yeah, question also.
It's like, sir, you want the finger of the Most High?
Yeah, get that.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 9, verse 10. And the Most High delivered unto me 2 tables of stone.
That's the precept. Go ahead.
Written with the finger of the power.
Who wrote this?
The finger of the power.
Meaning God's finger wrote on Moses, on those tablets he gave Moses. Like the Lord wrote those. And then he gave Moses those stone tablets. Moses later on got mad, broke the tablets. The Lord said, you're not going into the kingdom. Not alive. Not this life. So that's what happened then. You was gonna say something? Oh, no. All right. So with that, oh yeah, good time with 20 minutes prayer. All right. With that, just us up here. I might do. Shema Gabor, present thyself.
Let's step around the kill the camera and present thyself over here. Okay. Let's wait up.
Move up some. Stand in front of the 6. Go ahead.
Bar Yehoda.
Hey.
Shema Bar Yehoda, Bar Yashar.
Shema Gabar, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasha'Allah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah.
Come this way. Yeah, your way. So, come.
La Yasha'Allah.
One more time.
Again.
La Yashar.
La Yasha'Allah. Al-Madim, which means to stand. Wapanya Hakwadam, which means turn and face the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew and then the English.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abanawa,
Abanawa,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Kodash,
Kodash,
Hayah,
Hayah,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Malakuka,
Malakuka,
Aba'ah,
Aba'ah,
Batazaka,
Batazaka,
Hayah,
Hayah,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Ba'arataza,
Ba'arataza,
Kawa,
Kawa,
Hayah,
Hayah,
Bashemayim,
Bashemayim,
Yadolanawa,
Yadolanawa,
Yaham,
Yaham,
Pao,
Ka,
Yawam,
Yawam,
Wasalakanawa,
Wasalakanawa,
Habawaknawa,
Kawawaknawa,
Kasalaknawa,
Kasalaknawa,
Kabawaknawa,
Kawawaknawa,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Tabaya'anawa,
Tabiya'anawa,
Wanasayawan,
Wanasayawan,
Abo,
Abo,
Hawashinawa,
Hawashinawa,
Mayan,
Mayan,
Ride,
Ride,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Laka,
Laka,
Amalakwa,
Kamalakwa,
Waha'ala,
Waha'ala,
Watapara,
Watapara,
La Awalamyam,
La Awalamyam,
Aman.
Aman.
And in the English, our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
As we forgive our debts.
As we forgive our debts.
And forgive our debts.
And forgive our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
And we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
And lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Hakak, the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashim Yahusha,
Ba'ashim Yahusha,
Baba Kusha,
Baba Kusha,
Thalanawa,
Thalanawa,
Hakak,
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 Lava Pa'a,
Lava Pa'a,
Ka'amakala,
Ka'amakala,
Buka'amadawa,
Buka'amadawa,
Hakak,
Hakak,
Latahar,
Latahar,
Hamad Zariah,
Hamad Zariah,
Hakak,
Hakak,
Lahakwiya,
Lahakwiya,
Amakya,
Amakya,
Hakak,
Hakak,
Al-Rakawa,
Al-Rakawa,
Atama'ala,
Atama'ala,
Lagabashan,
Lagabashan,
Ba'ashim Yahusha,
Ba'ashim Yahusha,
Tawana Aman.
Tawana Aman.
In the English, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashim Yahusha,
Ba'ashim Yahusha.
please give us the power.
Please give us the
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'a,
Asha'a,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
All-Hahoya,
All-Hahoya,
Ayan,
Ayan,
Yaba'a,
Yaba'a,
Exoria,
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 Ma'an,
Ma'an,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shemaiah,
Shemaiah,
Al-Rataza,
Al-Rataza,
Al-Yathan,
Al-Yathan,
Namawat,
Namawat,
Galka,
Galka,
Al-Yanawam,
Al-Yanawam,
Shemorka,
Shemorka,
Hana,
Hana,
La'a,
La'a,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yashon,
Yashon,
Shawamor,
Shawamor,
Yasha'ala,
Yasha'ala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shemorka,
Shemorka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Tazalka,
Al-Yad,
Al-Yad,
Yamyanka,
Yamyanka,
Yawamam,
Yawamam,
Hashemash,
Hashemash,
La'a,
La'a,
Yakaka,
Yakaka,
Wayarak,
Wayarak,
Balayala,
Balayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashemorka,
Yashemorka,
Makal-Ra,
Makal-Ra,
Yashemor,
Yashemor,
After-Pashka,
After-Pashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashemor,
Yashemor,
Taza'aka,
Taza'aka,
Babawa'aka,
Babawa'aka,
Ma'aita,
Ma'aita,
Wa'ai,
Wa'ai,
Awalam,
Awalam,
Amad.
Aman.
In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth
shall
Israel
neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
Nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
And thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth
And even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Tacharash.
Al-Tacharash.
Al-Tashakwat.
Wa-Al-Tashakwat.
Al-Hayahana.
Kayahana.
Awayabdika.
Awayamnika.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama Yawan.
Wama Shanayaka.
Wa-Shanayaka.
Nasha'awa.
Nasha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Aimaka.
Al-Aimaka.
Ya-Arayamwa.
Ya-Arayamwa. Sawad.
Wayataya'ai Tazawa.
Wayataya'ai Tazawa.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Amorwa.
Amorwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakida.
wanakake,
Magoya,
Magoya,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yazakar,
Yazakor,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Sham Yasha'al,
Iwad,
Iwad,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawa'ai Tazawa,
Nawa'ai Tazawa,
La,
La,
Yahadwa,
Yakadwa,
Auyaka,
Auyaka,
Barya,
Barya,
Yakarakwa,
Yakarwakwa,
Ahoya,
Ahoya,
Alawam,
Alawam,
Wayeshamai Aliyah,
Wayashma'aliyah,
Mawa'aba,
Mawa'aba,
Wahagoya,
Wahagoya,
Gabor,
Gabor,
Wa'aimawan,
Wa'amawan,
Wa'aimalak,
Wa'amalak,
Kalashak,
Palashak,
Anya Shabya,
Ayashabya,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gama Ashtabor,
Gama Ashtabor,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Aimam,
Aimam,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Zabawai,
Zabawai,
Abanyalawat,
Labanyarawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aishadaham,
Aishalaham,
Kamadyan,
Kamadyan,
Kasaya Sabra'a,
Kasaya Sara'ah,
Kayabyan,
Kayabyan,
Banakal,
Banakal,
Wayashwan,
Kwayashwa,
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa,
Ayan Da'ara,
Ba'ayan Da'ara,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
La'atamwa,
La'atamwa,
Shayatamwa, Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Narayamawa,
Nayayamawa,
Ka'ira,
Ka'ira,
Wakaza'aba,
Wakaza'aba,
Wakazabak,
Wakazabak,
Wakazalmanai,
Wakazalmanai,
How,
How,
Nasayakamwa,
Nasayakamwa, Ashur,
Amorwa,
Amorwa,
Nayabashah,
Nayarashah,
Lanawa,
Lanawa,
Na'awa,
Na'awa,
Alahaya,
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 Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Gogala,
Gogala,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya Raka,
Lapanya Raka,
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash,
Saba Ibra Ya Ibra,
Ira Ya Ira,
Wakalahaba,
Wakalahaba,
Kalahat,
Kalahat,
Haya,
Haya,
Khan,
Khan,
Saradapma,
Saradapma,
Basa Irika,
Basa Ira,
Baba Sabapaka,
Wabba Sabapaka,
Saba Halam,
Tamahalam,
Mala'a,
Malaha,
Panyaha,
Panyaha,
Walawan,
Walawan,
Wayabakwashwa,
Wayabakwashwa,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Gabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayabaholwa,
Wayabahowa,
Ayai,
Ayai,
Wayakaporwa,
Wayakapoa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayada'arwa,
Wayada'arwa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Ata,
Ata,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Labanka,
Labanka,
Al-Yawan,
Al-Yawan,
Al,
Al,
How,
How,
Ha'arataza,
Ha'arataza,
Aman.
Aman.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh,
And hold not thy peace.
and hold not thy peace,
And be not still, O Yahweh.
and be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo,
Thine
thine enemies make a tumult.
enemies make a tumult,
And they that hate thee.
and they that hate
have
thee
lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
Against thy people.
against thy people,
And consulted.
and consulted
Against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said,
Come.
Come,
And let us cut them off.
and let us cut them
For
off,
being a nation.
for being a nation,
In the name of Israel.
in the name of Israel,
May be no more in remembrance.
maybe no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
But they are consulted together
With one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee,
The tabernacles of Edom.
the tabernacles of Edom,
And the Israelites.
and the Israelites,
Of Moab.
of Moab,
And the Hagarenes.
and the Hagarenes,
Of Gog.
of Gog,
And Ammon.
and Ammon,
Amalek.
and Amalek,
Of Philistine.
the Philistines,
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher also is joined with them.
Asher also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah,
Do unto them.
do unto them
As unto the Midianites.
as unto the Midianites,
As to Sisera.
as to Sisera,
As to Jabin.
as to Jabin,
At the brook of Kissar.
and the brook of Kissar,
Which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth,
Make their nobles like a ram.
make their nobles like a ram,
And like Zaire.
and like Zaire.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes.
All their
As
princes,
Zabah.
as Zabah,
As Zarmuna.
and as Zarmuna,
Who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves.
let us take to
The
ourselves
houses of Yahweh in possession.
the house of Yahweh in possession.
O thy power.
O thy power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a
As
wheel,
the stubble before the wind.
as the stubble before the wind,
As the fire burneth the wood.
as the fire burns the wood,
And as the flame sets the mountains on fire.
and as the flames set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
And make them afraid with thy storm.
and make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame,
That they may seek thy name.
and they may seek thy
O
name.
Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be
In
confounded,
trouble forever.
in trouble forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame,
And perish.
and perish,
That men may know.
that men may know
That thou.
that thou,
Whose name alone.
whose name alone
Is Yahweh.
is Yahweh,
Of the most high.
of the Most High,
Over all the earth.
over all the earth.
So be it.
So be it.
the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Ma Yaka'ala.
Wa Yahweh.
Wa Ha'alahaya.
Wa Alahaya.
Matazab Ya'ah.
Matazab Yahah.
Alawak Yahana.
Alawak Yahana.
Ha Alawakya.
Ha Alawakya.
Ha Saranya.
Ha Saranya.
Ha Kwatazayanya.
Ha Kwatazayanya.
Ha Kayayoya.
Ha Kayayoya.
Wa Ha'akwapya.
Wa Ha'akwapya.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
The water Aman.
The water Aman. Bless you, Yahweh. Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shah. And Yahweh Shah. And Michael. And Michael. And the angels. And the angels. Commanding General Yahweh. Commanding General Yahweh. The general. The general. The captain. The captain. The officer. The officer. The troopers. The troopers. And the sisters. And the sisters. Yahweh. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. Thank you. So be. So be it. You go and just pray. Bless Israel.
Bless Israel. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Wa Yasha'ala.
Wa Yasha'ala.
Waha.
Waha.
Bayab Seporia.
Waha Bayab
I do one
Seporia.
more time. Waha. Bayab Seporia.
Waha Bayab Seporia.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magad.
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 Agad.
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
The water Aman.
The water Aman. Now y'all not gonna repeat this. I'm just gonna explain. What we just said was Yahweh, which is the Most High, in the name of Yahweh Shah, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, and protect our loved ones in the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it. Sar, which means to turn. Sisters, Yeshab Yanda, which means to be seated. Y'all go ahead and take a seat. All right. Men of Israel, gird up thy loins and prepare to salute the Torah. All right. Turn to me. Sar. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Oh. Move it. Oh, you start like this, like this, like this, like this. Your hands by your side. And go from here. Up. This one. Yep. And you go here. Put it on there. Touch it with your fist. There you go. Say Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashim.
Ba'ashim.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
Barak.
Barak.
Yah.
Yah.
On sign Christ. Good
Good
job. Good job. All right. Sit down. Right. Men of Israel, gonna give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Ahmad Shabbat, Ahmadim, Barak,
Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah Barak Atham.
Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah Barak Atham, Sar, which means to turn, sisters, Ahmadian, which means to stand up. Men of Israel, gonna give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Ahmad Shabbat, Ahmadim, Barak,
Yahweh Shemar Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
You all will repeat. Yahweh, Shemar, Al, all together. Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Shemar, Al, that's you. Athar, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
Yajimatah, class dismissed.